gonna share my experience lah, especially in sketching. Macam mana from sketch tu I turn it into my can call it as part of my career. I buat my sketches tu untuk jadi mural, untuk I gunakan dalam my design, also my daily routine lah. So I'm just gonna share with you what architectural sketch actually can do. The more than design, it's actually is part of our daily routine lah, as our background pun architecture kan. So I'm just gonna go through and maybe share some tips lah untuk macam mana nak start and all that. Okay.
Okay, terima kasih Cik Meykamal. Okay, untuk students or semua participants yang lain semua, okay, kita punya background of our speaker today lebih kurang macam Shah Daud as our first speaker sebelum ni, yang mana dia well known in Instagram and all of his works, especially on his sketches. Okay, semua orang tahu. Okay. So, okay, dengan itu, para pensyarah serta rakan-rakan sekalian, kita akan mulakan majlis perkongsian kita tak lama lagi. Okay. Oleh itu, saya nak minta anda semua untuk pinjamkanlah telinga dan mata anda sebentar. Okay. Especially golongan berfokus kita pagi ni, okay. BSc students and especially semester BSc 01 sebab kita nak sembang pasal sketches hari ni. Okay. Saya sebagai pengacara majlis nak mohon kerjasama anda semua untuk offkan mikrofon anda semua and anda semua digalakkan untuk onkan kamera anda for a better interaction lah. Okay, untuk maklumat anda semua, pada sesi Q&A yang akan berlangsung nanti, anda dibenarkan untuk bertanyakan soalan kepada speaker jemputan kita, Encik Meykamal secara terus, atau boleh tuliskan soalan di chat box dan saya akan bacakan. Saya selangkan direct question dengan written question, akan tetapi saya lebih prefer jika soalan dituliskan di chat box lah, kerana speaker jemputan kita can take a glimpse on the questions has been given. Kita juga sedang live di YouTube Cryptech Studio. Jadi soalan-soalan yang dilontarkan di YouTube live juga akan saya bacakan kepada speaker jemputan sekiranya ada. For our YouTube channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and also don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Okay. Terima kasih atas perhatian dan kerjasama anda. Kita akan mulakan majlis kita sebentar lagi. semua pensyarah dan speaker jemputan kita, Encik Meykamal serta rakan-rakan yang saya hormati sekalian. Okay, today is the third and the final episode of Bicara FITRA for the FITRA Virtual Architectural Festival. Saya, Izzat Hamizan, or just can call me Mijan as usual, will be your host for today's sharing session. Saya mewakili pihak penganjung, alu-alukan dan menghargai kedatangan anda semua pada majlis Bicara FITRA, dan harapan kami supaya bicara ini memberikan ilmu dan manfaat kepada semua orang yang terlibat dalam bicara ini. Okay, for those yang just join Bicara FITRA by today, FITRA is the first virtual architectural festival organized by students of BSc 07, Cryptech Studio from UiTM Puncak Alam. Do follow our official Instagram account to keep up the updates regarding FITRA Virtual Architectural Festival. Okey, dengan ini saya menjemput saudara Izul Iman untuk bacaan doa bagi menyempurnakan perjalanan majlis pada hari ini. Silakan Izul Iman.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kita mulakan majlis kita dengan Ummul Kitab Al-Fatihah. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Ya Allah, ya Rahman, ya Rahim. Sesungguhnya kami berhimpun pada hari ini bagi menyatakan kesyukuran di atas kurniamu yang tidak ternilai. Jadikanlah kami hamba-hambamu yang sentiasa bersyukur sama ada nikmat yang sedikit, lebih-lebih lagi nikmat yang limpah ruah kepada kami. Ya Fattahu, ya Alim. Sesungguhnya engkau maha mengetahui bahawa kami di sini ingin menimba ilmu-Mu yang sangat luas bagi mengembangkan potensi kami sebagai hamba-Mu yang engkau redai. Justru berkati dan rahmatilah perhimpunan kami ini. Kurniakanlah kepada kami apa kiranya ilmu-Mu, sinarilah hati-hati kami dengan cahaya dan hidayah-Mu. Semoga dengannya kami mudah menerima dan menghayati serta mengamalkannya. Ya Zal Jalali wal Ikram, kurniakanlah apa kiranya kepada kami kesihatan anggota, kecergasan minda, ketenangan jiwa, kekuatan semangat. Semoga dengannya kami mampu menepani cabaran, berdaya saing dan mampu mengangkat martabat diri, keluarga, organisasi, masyarakat dan negara agar dapat kami menjayakan program Bicara FITRA Virtual Architectural Festival 2020 kelolaan Cryptech Studio dengan jayanya. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina azabannar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Taqabbalallahu minkum.
Okay, terima kasih diucapkan kepada saudara Izul Iman atas bacaan doa yang telah dibacakan. Okey, seterusnya saya menjemput Arkitek Embong Muhammad untuk memberikan sepatah dua kata untuk pembukaan majlis ini. Silakan Arkitek Embong.
Okay, terima kasih Mr. Chairman. Okay, Assalamualaikum semua.
Waalaikumsalam, Cik Bong.
Good to see you again here in
Good to see you.
Archifest.
Virtual.
Ya, virtual Archifest. Selamat kembali ke Puncak Alam virtual.
Okay.
Okay, sebenarnya saya dah lama inspired by Meykamal punya sketches. Kalau presentation masa buat thesis ke dekat, especially masa review, kami semua akan pergi tengok. Ya. Okay. Meykamal mungkin salah seorang yang saya rasa yang gunakan sketches sebagai weapon, not only weapon but you can go far kalau kita terrace sketches, yeah, not only in architecture but you can explore in other field macam juga Shah Daud. Saya rasa ada few lagi macam Azizi. Now saya rasa yang tengah study pun saya boleh nampak macam Haris, yeah. So with sketches with your passion in sketches, you can go far, definitely. Yeah. Saya pernah juga panggil Mac untuk datang bagi macam sharing session dengan studio saya sebelum ini. Tapi platform dia dalam studio saya lah, ya. But now have a bigger platform. I hope Mac will inspire not only in Puncak Alam, but siapa-siapa yang ikut selepas ini dari Sri Iskandar ataupun Kemarahan, kita sama-sama inspired, ya. And I hope bukan only inspired the juniors yang baru nak start pick up pen, nak belajar architecture, but it's not too late for the seniors to pick up pen and sketchbook and start your own sketching journey, ya, macam mana buat, ya. Okay, I hope Meykamal talk today akan inspire semua orang, ya.
InsyaAllah.
Okay. All the best to May.
Okay, thank you Cik Bong.
Thank you.
Okey, terima kasih Cik Mbong atas ucapan yang telah diberikan sebentar tadi. Okey, saya setuju dengan apa yang Cik Mbong katakan. Okay, it's still not too late for us, okay, even seniors, untuk kita biasakan diri kita dengan sketches ni. Okay, sebab apa? Once kalau untuk students BSc 01, okay, perspektif kita akan nampak yang students semester atas ni dia mempunyai skills yang power. Once bila kita tengok, okay, senior ni pandai render, okay, dia punya rendering dia sangat power, okay, nampak realistik semua. Tapi once bila kita go further, makin ke atas sampai ke tahap kalau kita tengok master architect sekalipun, mereka masih menggunakan sketches, masih menggunakan manual punya proses. So it's actually sketches is the most notorious architect's weapon. Okay, so betul apa yang Cik Mbong kata tadi, masih belum lambat. Okay, saya pun masih sedang membiasakan diri untuk belajar dalam sketches ni. Okay, kita teruskan dengan kita punya majlis. So kita diingatkan bahawa sesi Q&A kita selama 20 hingga 30 minit akan diadakan pada hujung bicara ini. Soalan boleh ditanyakan secara terus daripada para pelajar ataupun secara bertulis di Q&A chat box. Okay, saya akan berselangkan soalan direct questions dengan written questions. So once bila 10 saat diberikan, tak perlulah malu-malu untuk bertanya. Okay, without wasting more time, saya menjemput Encik Meykamal untuk berkongsikan ilmu dan tips on his talk, sketches and architect's weapon. Silakan Encik Meykamal.
Okay, Assalamualaikum, selamat pagi semua. First of all, again, saya memang nak cakap ribuan terima kasih kerana menjemput. Actually, during this period of MCO, this is my third time doing this sharing session via virtual, and found out is interesting sebab I get a bigger audience and people would concentrate more, I would say. I don't know lah, but I hope it will give a positive input lah untuk semua yang mendengar. Sebab, okay, I know most of the audience background architecture student, tak kira junior or senior. What I'm gonna share with you today, I think is more on the our timeless weapon, I would say, which is manual sketching. So in sketch, we do a lot of sketch during junior year. In fact, sampai you master pun macam I personally, I would say that sketches mainkan peranan yang amat penting throughout my journey. In fact, sekarang I kerja di real life punya work pun, I still use sketch as my as part of my method lah, despite we have all the software, you know, and all that. But then again, without sketch, I cannot deliver a certain thing. So yeah, I think for today, I'm just gonna go through about my journey, what architectural sketching have done, have influenced me, not only in architecture, I would say. I believe that I brought this sketching into another audience, which is I've done some mural, you know, in a larger scale, and then also some exhibition and all that. I just gonna share. Just a reminder, this is a tips, so you guys can ask, and I would say that please ask, because I'm open to share with you, sebab I nampak that we have this skill, we have this knowledge in architecture yang tak semua orang tahu. So if we can use it for better, then good for us. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna start to share my slide. Okay, wait a second. Okay, I'm just gonna share my screen. Alright, so MC boleh nampak ke screen?
Ya, boleh nampak Cik Meykamal.
Alright, okay, good. Okay, so topik hari ni adalah sketches and architects weapon. Okay, macam Cik Embong ada mention juga, Embong ada mention, I think it's not just architect's weapon, it's actually beyond that, because I believe that when we do manually sketching, it come honest from your, I mean, daripada apa yang you fikir straight away to your hand. So it come naturally and straightforward. Okay, so a little bit of my background. Okay, so you see on the right side of your screen, saya ambil degree Bachelor of Science in Architecture Part 1 in UiTM SI. Sorry, typo it should be UiTM SI Sri Iskandar. So that one masa 2010 until 2014. Okay, so to be honest, this is the place where I learn, I mean, daripada my zero skill to what I have now. I mean, it is part of the journey, but this is like a kick-off. It's like a trigger about, because sebelum ni pun masa I sekolah and all that, I memang minat drawing. I do a lot of drawing. I masuk a lot of all this drawing competition and all that lah. And in fact, I ambil pendidikan seni masa SPM. But then, bila I masuk architecture, the skill is totally different. So if you ask me, kalau you dah ada skill ke, memang baru nak belajar ke, I think in fact it's totally fine, because I pun macam I dah ada skill tu, tapi bila I masuk architecture, I learn more about architectural sketching, which is totally different from what I have. Okay, so after I've done my degree in UiTM Sri Iskandar Perak, I worked for 1 year in Aras Architect Azman. And then after that, I further my study in master in architecture in UiTM Puncak Alam. Actually, I sempat masa master tu one sem dekat UiTM Shah Alam, and then kita pindah ke UiTM Puncak Alam lah. So I sempat rasa during the awal-awal punya batch dekat Puncak Alam kan. So hopefully sekarang lagi meriah lah kot kat sana. Okay. And then after I did my master in UiTM Puncak Alam, after habis je, I straight away go for GDP Architects Sdn Bhd lah, which is I think it's been 4 years I kerja dekat GDP. And then insyaAllah next year I'll be full time working in my design studio. It's called Hitam Design Studio. This is for me just a platform for me to explore more in the design and also in the architectural sketching. because sebelum ni I buat as a part time lah sebab I fully work in GDP, and now I just want to explore more. And then at the same time I tak tinggalkan this architectural design. So I nampak masa tu agak kurang bila I full time di GDP Architect, so I decided untuk open my own design studio. This is I opened this studio with my partners and then hopefully next year will be my full time here. It's located in Taman Tun, so if everyone actually dah operate dah sekarang. So if anyone interested to come and have a visit, just let me know lah. Okay, so I working. Actually, this is a client for my mural, mostly my mural job. So I've done a lot, and it's quite a big name I've done. So Agoda, MRT, Mara and all that. So this different client bring me to a new perspective lah in whatever that I'm doing, which is I will explain more later. Okay, all right. So that's more or less about me. All right. So I think this is just a topic to discuss. I mean, travel sketching, sketch in design, and social media as a platform, and also sketching as a tool. All right. So this is the breakdown from our main topic. Okay. So, okay. I've done manually from my degree until my master, and then recently I started to explore on the digital, which is my iPad. But then way before that, I do everything manually. So you can see this is part of my favorite tool. This one I captured during my master trip to India. I think Cik Embong also pergi masa ni. So you can ask him lah. So I memang bawa all this tool. I do a lot of live sketching during the trip journey. So this my tools is quite handy, and it's very small, easier to bring, and mostly I'm just gonna use pen and also some watercolors. It's just a quick travel sketching that I've done. All right, that's my tool. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with you on the travel sketching. Okay, so I think during your early year pun, I don't know now, but previously before this pandemic, the lecturer always asked us to go like a travel trip, travel study, actually to observe on the certain building or certain site context. So actually, if you be more sensitive about it, it's not just about when you go to site and you just capture some photo and you go back. Actually, it's more than that. So it will be more impactful if you can do the quick sketching, just to point out what have you observed during your site visit or during your travel trip. So this is what I've done. I did took photos, but at the same time I do sketching just to I don't really into word, so transfer into sketching. So whatever that it's like a note that I extract from the observation that I went from the site visit. So you can see, for example, this image shown that there's a location map, and there's some architectural facade study that I try to observe during the site visit, and just a little notes, nota kaki kat situ, just bila I balik, I remember what I've observed. Okay. So this is some example of my travel sketching work that I've done. So you can see, I mean, if you ask me, it's not necessary as a beautiful drawing sebab we believe that our background is an architecture background. So what we've done is more on the data collection, you know, the observation of the site, the observation of the building. So you imagine kalau kita pergi site trip, we have a very limited time from one place to another. So what we've done, we do a lot quick sketching. We do a quick note untuk kita, and at the same time if you nak ambil gambar, you ambil gambar. Tapi bila kita balik, you can actually compare. Bila you ambil gambar, you can do a lot of shot. But then when you the sketching, bila you balik and then you tengok balik your sketchbook, you actually can remind every little thing that you observe from the physical site meeting. So if you ask me, lagi berkesan kalau you do this live sketching during the site study. Okay, so you can see I'm not doing like a completed building pun in my sketchbook. You can see, for example, on the clinic copy on the right side, tengok I just study some facade and then I color some portion and then some note untuk I balik, and then I tahu apa yang I tengok on the side, and then I try to abstract the element, the architectural language from this building, and so it goes to all of the other drawing. So of course if a beautiful sketch would be a bonus, but then in order for you to sampai ke beautiful drawing tu, you have to do a lot of practice. During my early year in my degree, I still remember my lecturer, masa tu dekat UiTMC Iskandar lah, he asked me to do like a completed one sketchbook within 1 week. So means that I can sketch anything that I've seen, cawan ke, bola ke, anything in front of me, as long as I can complete the sketchbook within 1 week. One sketchbook, 1 week. So mula-mula kita rasa macam it's quite, I mean, despite we have others assignment, others design work to do, but then this is actually, I just realized, actually a good exercise because first you train because when you talk about sketching, it's all about line, stroke, the quality of line and stroke. So you cannot achieve that just one night, you know, cannot achieve that one overnight. So what you have to do is by do the exercise. So actually one sketchbook per week is a good exercise for you to learn more about the confident in your lines, about your stroke. So this is you can say that this is my stroke, but maybe you have some other stroke as long as you're suitable and comfortable with that. So if you ask me, personally I would say by doing a lot of sketching will improve your confidence in lines and also the quality of your stroke. So yeah, I mean, it's, you just have to start for you to get the line and the stroke that you wanted. So this is my trip in India. So yeah, I mean, this is during my master year lah. I would say that I don't think my sketches looks like this during my degree year, but I think this is just a series of my journey. I mean, even right now pun I tak cakap I 100% have a beautiful stroke or what not, but then I keep practicing. I still practice just to get the perspective, the scale and proportion right, and then yeah, I mean it's just a lot of practice. I mean you have to practice for you to get I mean here or maybe more. So I think this is already my 6 years during my master. I think 6 years experience my sketching, so I can do this quick sketching. I think each drawing just took me around 15 to 30 minutes lah, because this is just like field trip kan, so just a quick sketch lah. Alright, and then the same goes to Bangkok. This is also my during my master trip. This is way before pandemic lah. We can travel, we can do field trip. Hopefully soon you guys can go out and do a field trip. And once you go for a field trip, I would request or I would say please do a live sketch for you to get to know what is your strength, you know, and at the same time you can observe it more specifically when you do manually. Okay, all right. So okay, idea sketch in design. Okay, despite all of this travel sketching kan, bila travel sketching is more to you observe and you sketch, means that you lukis apa yang you nampak. Tapi idea sketch in design ni is more relatable with your design. So it's something that you straight away, you know, inspired ke, you terfikir ke straight away sketch untuk you come up with the final product. So if you ask me, why I highlight on the travel sketching, because for you to get here, you actually have to be, I mean you have to train for you to untuk biasakan you punya tangan lembut untuk sketch. So bila you tak ada this training, you tak ada buat sketching, you tak ada buat travel sketching, field trip, live sketch, tiba-tiba you nak buat you nak sketch untuk design. So trust me, it will be really hard. Bukannya sebab you tak pandai melukis, but then you tak training pun, you tiba-tiba besok lecturer nak idea, and then malam tu you baru nak start pegang pen. So I believe that it will be hard for you. So in order for you to get this step, you have to go to I would say for me personally, you go to the field trip. You I mean kalau tak boleh field trip pun, you just observe whatever you have in your room ke, you just do a live sketch, quick sketch. First of course untuk train you punya stroke, and secondly adalah untuk you punya flow bila you nak sketch in design lah. Alright, so I just gonna show you, this is during my degree year. So I during my degree, I memang dari 01 sampai 08 I do it manually. Cuma masa I final year, I do it manually, but then I compose dalam Photoshop lah. So you can see all of this is manually done. This is during my 07 the project resort apartment project. Okay, so I explore lagi, I buat this fish eye perspective. I just explore lah. I've seen it like a diagrammatic punya. Normally on Pinterest, you can see masa tu lah, masa zaman dia buat ni in computer, tapi I try to explore manually lah. So you can see. So same goes to my 08. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh. Okay. Oh. Sorry kejap. Okay. Sorry technical issue. Okay, never mind. I just go here. All right. So after that, after my degree year, I started to explore more on my sketching. After I've done my work, I mean in architecture, I done my presentation board, my everything in sketching. So during 2014, masa ni Instagram memang tengah I tak ingat dia masih baru ke apa, tapi masa ni memang tengah everyone posted in Instagram. So I started to try to post my design process in social media, and then it turned out to be unexpected, be good. Maksudnya the audience started to terima, started to ask me to do a live mural, that. Tapi ya masa tu kita baru habis study kan, so I mean just do it lah. Kita dapat offer dan kita buat. Okay, so just gonna go through. I think my very first exhibition, okay, this is like a starting point of my another cabang of sketching. This is during 2014. So this is thing the organizer is Rantai Art. So dia ada share macam dekat Instagram siapa nak join this exhibition apa semua. Okay, and then I just try to hantar. Masa tu I memang ada this 4 artwork on canvas lah. So I just send it my artwork, and then what I've done, so I've been selected. So if you see the lineup, it's like a big name lah masa tu, 2014, big name in fine art, and then I just like masa tu just an architecture assistant architect masa tu kan, so macam it's totally out of my field. But then never mind, I cakap I just buat, and then they said they agreed to put my canvas artwork masa ni. This one held at White Box Publica masa tu. Okay, so okay, never mind. I just exhibit my work, and then masa my first day tu, I just duduk situ, and then people started to question the price. I mean the price of my artwork, and then I memang tak prepare price sebab I didn't expect people to buy pun. So I don't have any price in my canvas masa tu. So I think I just talk to Hakim, the organizer, and then he said that and I just tanya berapa selalu ni kan, this big of, I mean this canvas, I bukan artis. I tak pernah jual my artwork, so say okay, never mind, I just jual ni on a certain amount, try. Okay, and then okay, I cakap I jual on the certain I mean on this amount, and then surprisingly during that first day all of my artwork sold out. So masa tu I memang wow, I mean I should do this more kan. So macam I think that's a turning point. I've seen that this sketch can bring me to somewhere. So yeah, I continued produce this type of, I would say, sketching, and then I started to explore on the color. This is during this is Hippocrates. This is 2015. Okay, Hippocrates. Okay, so I explore on the colors and and then on 2015 also I been invited to be part of the artist to exhibit my work. Okay, and then from here I branching out my network, and then in 2016 I've been invited from Yayasan Samdabi Art Festival for me to do a live sketch. So this is where I use my skill in travel sketching, because the task is for me to observe whatever that happening, during the 2 days event, and then I just throw it on my canvas. So I would say like, okay, I can do that because I dah biasa buat this travel sketching, live sketching kan. So okay, I just throw it, I observe and then I sketch. It was quite fun lah. Okay, and then 2017. Okay, this is where I started to project my, to draw my sketch on the wall, because I think canvas, canvas is a different feel. When you sketch on the paper, it's a different feel, and then now on the wall, of course, a different texture bring you to a different another feel. So never mind. I just tried. So this one in Hotel Sri Malaysia. So okay, the client was happy with my mural, and then I said that I think that I should explore more on the mural on the wall, and then on 2019, I think this is still my largest and still my hardest wall yang I pernah buat. This one in MRT Pasar Seni. So this one in 2018. So okay, and then the wall. Okay, the wall is not. I've done a bigger wall than this, but then I think this is the wall yang paling mencabar lah, because first you can see that the depth between me and the wall is very close. So kita biasa buat perspektif, kita biasa buat drawing dekat paper kan, kita boleh estimate dia punya point of perspektif tu. Tapi bila dekat ni, I have that limitation to estimate the point of perspective. Tapi it's okay. I take the grid on the wall panel as my reference. So I started to graph out bit by bit because I already done this in the A3 size. So I just try to estimate the point by the grid of the panel. Okay, so this is just part of my process during that. Okay, so I managed to finish this mural within 5 days. I think this is like the longest time period mural I've done. So but normally I just took 2 or 3 days. So but I just do sketches and then some portion of colors. So if you ask me, it's not that complicated lah. You just have to know your point of perspective, and if you dah biasa in a big scale, you also can do this. I believe that. Okay. And then in 2019, just a part of my journey. Okay, I think this one is last year. So this is like a Japan furniture company located in KL Central asked me to do this in their HQ office. So okay, I just combine the iconic building in Japan and also in KL. So this is the outcome. Right. And then in 2019, also invited by Agoda to do this mural in their office. Okay, so I personally like the people, the scenery to speak. And then if you see most of my drawing, the people will be on the bottom, dekat bawah, and then the background of architecture will be dekat belakang. Sebab throughout my journey, I found out that the people punya scenery ni is very impactful in my drawing, just to show the scene, just to show the mood, and then reflected back by the backdrop of the architecture. And then this one is early this year, 2020, I think around January, right before MCO. So this one I tried to invert my drawing because the wall is black. So I use white marker and then some portion of color lah. So this one I've done with it 2 days. Average, I think maximum is my mural work would be 3 days. But then average will be 2 days lah. So the longest is the MRT. I've done it within 5 days. Okay, this is recent work in Uni KL. So yeah, the same concept that I've done. So just to conclude back everything, at the end of the day, I'm just a graduate architect. I'm doing design in my daily time, or despite all the mural is just like my part-time. But this is my daily routine, which is design. Okay, so you just imagine when you have all of this. I would say that mural pun as part of my training, travel sketching is part of my training in sketching. And then when you have a time to design your own design by sketching, so you dah tak kekok tau. So this is what I'm trying to say. So if you just train and do a lot of sketching, I'm sure you're not gonna face a problem when let's say lecturer ask you to sketch some design ke apa semua. I believe that you dah biasa and your hand pun dah lembut, so you just sketch whatever inside your mind. Okay, so this is part of my job lah. So if you ask me how relevant is sketching in our real life and real job, so I would say it's still relevant. Even I'm still doing sketching in my daily job. So this is part of my sketching. Just even the detail, all of this scale and proportionate you can be achieved by training. Okay, so all right, so I think this is the end of my slide. I would like to take a quote by Frank Gehry. He said that I think my best skill as an architect is the achievement of hand-to-eye coordination. I am able to transfer a sketch into a model into the building. That's by legendary architect Frank Gehry. So I think that's all for my slide sharing. So
Okay, terima kasih Cik Meykamal atas segala ilmu dan segala perkongsian kerja-kerja yang telah dikongsikan hari ini. Okay, macam yang saya cakap tadi, Cik Meykamal ni dia ada background yang sama macam kita punya first speaker, okay, Cik Shah Daud. So, saya nak recap a bold sentence said by Shah Daud on our first Bicara FITRA.
okay.
He said that people will look at you when you have something that others don't. Okay, apa yang saya cuba nak explain kat sini, that is nowadays ramai orang yang tahu and go on with kita punya arus permodenan. Ramai yang tahu macam mana nak render, macam mana nak nampak all of those things, nampak realistic, especially when it comes to software. Okay, so once bila dah ada software tu semua, kita makin kurang skills on sketches, okay, especially sketches. So once bila kita ada those skills, kan, macam yang Cik Meykamal ada, okay, kita ada something prominent that people will look at us and something yang untuk kita ketengahkan diri kita once bila kita masuk dalam dunia industri nanti. Okay, so
okay, so untuk menjawab soalan tu, from my perspective point of view, because I've been working on this architectural firm which is have like a team of 3D team, all this software team, render team. So if you ask me how important is this, is the sketches, so I go to let's say my friend from 3D render, so I will explain apa yang I nak, and then they will sketch first before they transfer into software. Same goes to other department lah. So I've been working with quite a numbers of department despite the design department. So you can see, I can say that all of this department, first thing they do is sketch untuk try to understand what they want to deliver. Okay, so from there it start the conversation. Okay, so the conversation start and then kita sembang lagi apa semua, and then they sit down, only they use the software. So if you ask me, I would say that we in this I would say a design field, design department, we in architectural field. So like I mentioned earlier, it's not just about a beautiful drawing. It's about a drawing that will talk for you. Like Frank Gehry said, it's an eye to hand coordination. So it's more than that. So all of the software and all that is just to deliver whatever that we try to achieve. But then before that, I believe that there's a process, and the early process is also a sketch. Yeah.
Okay, so berselangkan soalan yang saya dah tanya secara direct. Okay. Untuk hari ini untuk semua orang, especially participants semua, saya akan selangkan soalan saya, direct questions and written questions. So, saya akan bacakan soalan. Okay, soalan pertama daripada Asha Haida. Hi Meykamal, I'm Ash from Master 03. I have two questions. How did you build confidence to portray your sketches to everyone? I personally think ramai can sketch, but also ramai as well are too insecure or embarrassed to showcase their works. What is your advice for students to break this confidence barrier?
Okay, confident actually is the key lah. Even if you ask me, awal-awal pun I don't have that confident because to compare my sketching to the internet punya sketch kan, beautiful sketch, semua memang we feel like we tak sampai lagi that level. Tapi at the end of the day, it's about what you want to deliver. For example, I mean in architecture is one thing, but then now we have social media kan. So by social media, what we can do, we can actually test it out. So we just post. Kadang-kadang I tengok macam orang tunggu beautiful drawing untuk baru dia post ke IG, nak nampak benda tu nampak perfect. Tapi the important thing is the process tu. The process tu yang sebenarnya best. You punya butter paper apa semua kan. So bila you start to show or display you punya proses tu, you dah start ada confident. Maksudnya I mean it's a process. You not necessarily a good drawing, single line pun is process kan, tapi the process tu, the cerita tu yang bila you post tu, I believe that it will build up your confidence lah. So bila you dah start confident, you tengok apa ni audience started to terima and faham apa you buat, then you start to post your final artwork pula. So I think that's how I started lah, and then sampailah macam my mural pun apa semua. Tapi kalau you tanya I pun sampai sekarang pun I still learn and I still explore my my sketching. So it's never ending process lah if you ask me. Harap-harap menjawab soalan tu lah.
Okay, we move on to direct question. Okay, saya kosongkan mic selama 10 saat untuk orang tanya.
Okay, sila tanya. Okay, jangan malu.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, ada soalan
Okay.
Saya ada soalan. Saya Zahid daripada Master 03.
Okay, Zahid.
Personally, thank you. We met before sebenarnya, Meykamal.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been following your sketches since 2014 actually. So I've
Oh,
seen your
okay.
growth. Personally, I've seen your growth, your punya yeah, evolution from simple sketches to mural to all the massive murals kan.
Betul. Thank
Right.
you. Okay.
Personally, I believe that you are a public figure in the sketching world in terms of architecture. It doesn't matter lah architecture ke tak, but then personally, I think you're a public figure. So my question is, I think this is maybe out of topic lah, just it's like more maybe philosophical ke. But then people like Fahmi Reza, contoh, he has power to change people's opinion towards a subject, and then dia ada tanggungjawab juga in terms of portraying his idea. So my question is, as an artist, you like yourself, have you ever been into that situation where the things that you sketch, of course, that you sketch architectural macam and everything, but then have you ever been in a situation where you rasa macam okay, my sketches ni has an impact on people, so I must be responsible. There's a level of responsibility that I might have that can affect people that sees my sketches. So
Okay.
that's my question. Thank you.
Right. That's actually a good question. A good question, and that question actually the reason yang I tak stop buat mural. Okay, so just to get back throughout my journey. I think during my early year I buat mural, I don't see that. I mean people started to accept whatever style, you know, macam style tak siap lah apa semua. Tapi kita as an architectural background, we know it's an architecture sketching. Tapi outsider will say that, oh, yang ni je ke? I mean tak full colour ke? So at first I macam so okay lah. I think I just buat ni suka-suka lah kan. But then as the time goes by, when there's a demand, so I buat, and then I started to realize by these lines, you know, all of these our stroke lines and all that, people started to stop and start to read the line. So I think this is what bring me to continue and to do more my sketches. I mean, if you compare my mural with some other fine artists in Malaysia, they've done like quite a beautiful mural. But then again, that's uh, that what triggered me lah. I mean, the style. You bring your style, and then I'll bring my style. But then at the end of the day, how it impactful and how it react to the people that is important. So for example, yang drawing mural dekat MRT tu, and then dia dekat escalator and also dekat tangga. Then people bila naik escalator dia tengok, and then dia observe, and then they start to read the lines tu lah yang cakap. So dari situ I start nampak yang, I mean, my mural is not just about that. I think it's about how people react with my mural, how people react with the line. So and then I put just some portion of colours. That one actually is just to highlight on the certain thing. Yang tu pun people start to, I mean the audience start to dapat tangkap, oh you colour ni sebab you nak highlight that portion. So I macam okay, this is a good feedback untuk I teruskan my journey. And then you know, bila I sketch throughout my journey, you know, people stop by and sembang lagi. So I would say that it gives some impact to people. That's the reason why I continue this mural, you know. So I believe that maybe tak semua, tapi ada certain audience yang akan rely on certain thing that I try to show in my mural. So Zaid, I think hopefully I answer your question lah. But it's a very good question sebab if you ask me, this is the reason why I continue to do my mural lah. Because I was thinking that this is just part of my architectural journey. So sebab if you tengok I punya mural pun ada related dengan architecture. You know, I'm not doing like fine art punya mural apa. I still do architectural lines and all that. So yeah, hope answer your question, Zaid.
Okay, thank you so much.
Alright, okay.
Okay, thank you for the question, Zahid. So we move on to the next question from Muhammad Ashraf. Assalamualaikum Encik Meykamal. I'm Ashraf from BSc 07. Saya nak tanya, during your days as architecture student, when you are doing sketches for your design process, etc., is there any moments when your sketch tersalah, terburuk, or out of proportion, etc.? If there is any, what did you do with that sketches? Do you embrace it and just continue altering or improving the sketches, or on the same paper, or you scrap it and crumple the paper and throw it away and start sketching a new one?
Okay, that's a good question. Okay, so if you ask me, sebab kita buat architecture sketching tau. Kita buat architecture sketching ni is part of the process. So when you call process, so there's no right and wrong. Itu bila I faham tu yang I start have confidence lagi in my sketching. So I pernah salah ke tak? Yes. I rasa every drawing, even in mural, kalau you betul-betul tengok, that's not a perfect line. Tapi bila you do a lot of sketching, you know how to hide because we play with line. So you just tambah, you buat sengit, you tambah satu line dah jadi straight. So I mean that's the way I did it lah. So I memang buat salah, banyak salah. So if you show to the master of perspective pun, they will know. But then I think it's matter of what you want to show. And then I believe that during my early year, I think sampai sekarang pun, bila I buat sketch, I actually I tak buat pakai pencil dulu. I straight away pakai pen. So itu one of the tip and tricks lah untuk you gain more confident in your line, in your stroke. Sebab you tak ada this hesitation untuk buat line. Okay, you maybe you can start with that. Tak payah pakai pencil, straight away pakai pen. So yeah, I think back to your question, memang ada buat salah. How you hide it? Actually you can just do another line and all that lah. In fact sampai sekarang pun I ada buat salah tu, but then it's just part of the process lah. Because again, bear in mind we are doing as architectural sketching, it's part of process. We're not doing like a fine art drawing ke apa kan. Alright. Okay, hopefully answer the question.
Okay, saya kosongkan mic selama 10 saat untuk direct question.
Assalamualaikum, Cik Meykamal.
Waalaikumsalam.
My name is Raja from BSc 01. Ada tak macam in your perspective lah, tips lah untuk kita orang yang from 01 yang baru belajar nak sketch yang tak ada basic art langsung untuk improve in the future. Thank you.
Alright. Okay, I rasa senang je. You can actually, macam saya cakap tadi, maybe biasakan diri. Maybe 1 week, one sketchbook. You try dengan benda tu. Not necessary you lukis building. You lukis buah apple ke, you nak sketch cawan ke, you nak sketch bola ke. Tapi make sure within that 1 week you habis terus sketchbook tu. So you continue buat tu until I rasa bila you biasa buat benda tu, and then bila you dah start master buat bola, you lukis cawan, you dah start nak lukis perspektif architecture apa semua. So you sendiri yang akan rasa macam okay, I nak buat ni, I nak buat tu. So at the same time you train and you sketch. You ada this sketch training lah. So I think it's a good exercise, and also it's not necessary you ada skill ke tak ada skill, sebab when you ask me in architecture, sketching is totally different drawing skill, because you nak start masukkan perspektif, scale and proportion, hatching apa semua. So in fact I yang memang sebelum ni I mean do a lot of drawing pun, bila I masuk architecture I totally change my perspective in drawing, especially in architecture drawing. So yeah, the best method is actually training, and one of those is you beli sketchbook, habiskan within 1 week. Sketch je apa-apa. Yep.
Okay, thank you for the question. Okay, saya akan baca soalan di chat box. Okay, hi Cik Meykamal, I'm Shakir from BSc 07. I want to ask, how do you maintain the proportion of the sketches from small scale sampai big scale? As an example, wall mural, and what are the challenges?
Okay, so kita dalam architecture ni kita ada this architectural sketching punya language, perspektif, kita ada human scale, kita ada scale and proportion, kita ada even untuk hatching pun kita ada hatching, kita ada teknik tu. So okay, you actually can easily go through this with Google, just to get to know our architectural sketching punya language. So when you have that, even though dalam paper ke, in a larger scale ke, you can practice it. But then again, it's a training. So I tak dapat the proportion drawing masa I awal-awal buat mural. So I training. But then yeah, I think it's part of the training lah. You sketch, and then you know the language, and also I think the most challenging part during my mural is, of course, to get the scale and proportion right, because like I said, I cannot, I mean, it's a larger scale, so I cannot imagine much about the point of perspective or the eye level of the human. So what I did was, I think it's just this is what I got lah. I mean, I started to draw the human first. I mean, the human figure, and then from there I started to craft out the background of architecture, because just from there I can get the scale and proportion right in my drawing. Yep. Hopefully answer your question.
Okay, saya kosongkan mikrofon selama 10 saat untuk direct question ya.
Alright.
Okay, we move on to next question in chat box. From Imran Haidi. Hi, Meykamal. I'm Imran from BSc 07. Would you like to ask you a few questions on how do you develop your own style of sketches? And do you first decide on which best focal length of the objects or buildings before sketching? Or just direct sketch it through paper? Thank you.
Okay, that's a good question. So how I develop my sketching style. In fact, sekarang pun I still developing my stroke, because if you ask me, I don't think they have like a certain period untuk you belajar you punya style or you punya stroke, sebab I think it's just a part of the journey. So tapi if I look back at my early sketch, I believe that there's some development. So how I did that and how I realized it is by do a lot of sketching. So from there I mean I've been I train, I do a lot of sketching. So dari situ I know okay, I tak boleh dibuat this line, dia tak proportion, so I tak buat down the next page. So sampai sekarang pun I buat mural, I tahu macam oh, okay, I dah tak boleh start guna line ni sebab dia nampak tak proportion in composition, and then I start tukar line. So sampai sekarang pun I still learn and still explore my style. Especially sekarang dah start on the digital kan. So when I started digital pun dah another style of stroke yang I kena belajar. So if you ask me, is never ending punya punya progress lah. Yeah. And then another one question tu apa ya? Sorry, saya terlepas.
Another one questions is about how do you first decide on which best focal length of the objects or buildings before you sketching it, or you just direct sketch it into paper?
Okay, so to answer your question, that question, first masa awal-awal I memang particular about all this 1 point, 2 point, macam mana dapat. I mean, just to get to know the line, the how say the philosophy, the method in architecture sketching, to get it right. Awal-awal lah, masa awal-awal training kita buat that box, kita buat that 2 point perspective. But then when you get used with that, you actually can manipulate, you can actually estimate without draw the reference line. So dari situ I start to explore, and then I start to straight away sketch apa yang I nak sketch sebab I dah ada that skill and proportion and also the perspective line somewhere in my mind. So again, it's a training, it's a practice, but then it's good if you start with the basic architectural language punya reference line, perspective apa semua, just for you before you jump into the free drawing. So yeah.
Okay, 10 saat untuk direct questions.
Hello, Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Yep, Encik Meykamal.
Yes,
My
saya.
name is Aiman
Okay,
from Master 02. I would like to ask, can you share some tips on digital sketching?
Okay, digital sketching. I actually just I mean I ada this issue sebab I memang buat everything manually kan. But then bila I have a job that require a larger resolution, I cannot simply draw in A3 scan Photoshop sebab dia pecah. So I think way back in 2000, I think last year 2019, I bought a Wacom punya pad kan. So okay, I found out that it's quite I personally I tak suka sangat lah sebab I kena lukis dan I kena tengok screen. So I tak berapa feel sebab I memang fully buat manually kan. But then I think this year I bought my iPad, and then the feel dah lain. I mean you can add your paper feel light apa semua kan. So you rasa macam kat kertas. But then again I have a limitation in term of screen pula. So my screen is just a 13 inch kan. So bila kat paper ni boleh buat besar-besar. So the tip I think the tip I think is still the same sebab bila you dah biasa buat manually ni, when it comes to digital, the stroke you still boleh dapat, the proportion you still boleh dapat, cuma I personally I rasa dia tak 100% feel macam you buat manual lah. So I pun digital ni I just started and I still get used with manual lah. I would say that sekarang pun I macam kalau I frust sangat dengan digital I go back to manual lah. So I don't have that much tip on digital sebab I pun still explore. Yeah. But then if you ask me the platform for now sebab ada guna webcam, ada guna iPad. I think iPad have a better surface feel rather than webcam lah. I mean the display, especially the display punya ni. So yeah. Okay, Aiman.
Alright, thank you.
Alright.
Okay, thank you for the question. So, untuk soalan seterusnya di chat box from Asri Amal. Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera Encik Meykamal. Saya Asri dari USM. Nak tahu how to start your sketches into design studio from site or conceptual form. And nak request tengok board yang tak dapat tunjuk tadi for students reference. Terima kasih. Cik Asri, saya kalau untuk nak tengok semula board yang tak dapat tunjuk tadi, saya tak pasti itu kena tanya pada Cik Meykamal sebab tadi ada some technical issues regarding that.
I rasa ada error in my file, saya tak dapat buka. I just try. Let me share my screen kejap. Sorry, I rasa tak dapat nak share lah. It's a technical problem. So tadi soalan lagi satu apa? Sorry.
Okay, soalan yang firstnya adalah nak tahu how to start your sketches into design studio from site or conceptual form.
Okay. From site to conceptual form. I mean design. When we talk about design is a very raw, very subjective. Tapi what I can relate back with my topic today. Okay. We have these stages kan. Kita ada pergi site visit, kita ada buat site study, and then only we come back with a concept, and then lepas tu kita masuk kita punya sketch punya, I mean design punya stage. So I personally I would prefer my site study to be in manually sketch untuk I acknowledge the problem or the problem and also the advantage that I have on my side. So everything I did it manually lah. So that's important of the live sketch, the travel sketch. So I do there's a language in the site apa semua, and then masuk I go for the concept. The concept also, I mean, I do believe that we have a lot of case studies kan. Kita do like, I mean, kita tengok building mana-mana, and then kita normally kita just letak dalam our board. I don't think that's the right type. I mean, that's the right thing. Sebab I pun normally akan sketch balik. Okay, I nak buat building ni as my reference, so I sketch balik, and then I study dia punya language lah on some other building, and then only I letak dekat my presentation board. So dari situ I belajar, okay, this building have this type of design apa semua. So not just literally ambil gambar internet letak dekat bored. So you sendiri pun tak capture apa yang you try to achieve kan. So yeah, relate back to my topic, I think me personally I would do everything manually from a site study up until my design lah. So that's how I found my my design thought lah. I mean it goes throughout the process. So yeah.
Okay, 10 saat untuk direct question. Okay, soalan seterusnya. Hai Encik Meykamal. Okay, saya ada masalah untuk nak menyebut nama. Saya panggil Adila je. Okay, hi Encik Meykamal. I'm Adila, but can call me for short. I'm from Widat College Diploma in Architecture. How did you start or choose the type of style for your drawings and sketches? And I noticed most of your sketches have minimal color. So, do you prefer to focus more on adding different types of hatching or color? Isn't your forte?
Alright, so it's a good question because I personally I pun tak tahu I punya style, but then of course I have some reference. This to answer the colours juga. So about the colours, I think is personally sebab I dulu memang suka pakai this primary colour lah. Yellow, green and red. Yellow, green and blue. Yellow, green and blue. Sebab dulu zaman student kan, I tak ada duit sangat. So I just beli 3 colour ni untuk branch out my colours palette lagi. Sebab by this 3 colour I can get more colours kan. So dari situ macam it become a very a very close colours to me lah. So I just do it and apply my mural. And ada certain audience akan tengok benda tu macam it represent Malaysia colour, it represent certain company's logo. I okay je dengan benda tu sebab I rasa it's up to people to accept my style. But then if you ask me, it's personally because I like to use these 3 primary colour memang dari dulu lagi untuk branch out the colours lah. Tapi when it comes to mural, I just do it on the wall. Actually it's represent what have inside me lah. But then again it's subject to audience untuk tengok kan. So yeah, hopefully answer your question.
Okay, 10 saat untuk direct questions. Okay, we move on to questions from YouTube Live. Okay, from Muhammad Fidaus. He said that the hitam design studio is in TTDI, but where is it actually?
Oh, it's located at kalau you tahu Domino's kan, I think you just naik tingkat 2 and you found our studio lah.
Okay, saya kosongkan 10 saat untuk direct question. Okay, we move on to next question from YouTube Live juga. Okay, from Atira. Saya ada soalan, macam mana nak start sketch untuk develop concept in architecture?
Okay, I think this one macam saya cakap, you tak boleh straight away dapat you punya idea, or you cannot macam besok lecture nak and then malam ni baru you nak start sketch. you punya idea. So I think it's not working that way. So apa yang you can do, you actually maybe make it as part of you punya daily routine. So you training to sketch and you sketch a lot. You sketch, and then ada one time yang you nak guna you punya sketch untuk design you punya whatever building, and then you punya tangan dah start tak kekok. Actually, I believe that semua orang ada this visual inside their mind ke apa kan, tapi bila nak transfer into drawing, dia ada problem. This is first, I don't think it's because you tak ada drawing skill. I think sebab you tak pernah, I mean you jarang sketch and then tiba-tiba you nak sketch you punya idea. That would be a problem. So my I think cadangan saya is to practice and train a lot, and then bila you dah biasa dengan sketching, I'm sure that your hand will get used with the sketches, and also your ideas will be easily to deliver in sketching. Yep, hopefully answer your question.
Okay, thank you for the Q&A session. Sorry for semua participants, but the question that has been read is the last question for today's Q&A session.
Alright.
Okay, terima kasih Cik Meykamal untuk jawab semua soalan-soalan yang telah diberikan. Diharapkan semua soalan yang diberikan dapat memberikan manfaat lah kepada semua orang yang join dalam kita punya talk. So, with that, saya menjemput Arkitek Embong untuk memberikan kata-kata penutup for today's Bicara Fitra. Silakan Cik Embong. Hello. Hello, Cik Embong. Fitra to Cik Embong.
Sorry, saya setengah sibuk. Nampak siapa ada. Dr. Aida ada.
Wah.
TPP?
Yes.
TPP masuk?
Kesian Cik Embong sambil
sambil dengar, sambil buat kerja. Alright, dah habis ya?
Aku tengok recording. Bagi komen pada recording.
Okay, mungkin Puan Niki. Saya bagi kat Puan Niki lah sebagai, sebab this is the last talk kan? Untuk
last talk.
The last talk, okay, saya bagi ke. Okay. Cakap kita punya ni je apa? Very informal.
Very informal. Talk tadi apa tadi? Subhanallah, teruknya. Jangan. Anyway, apa tadi? Talk apa tadi? Cik Embong?
Pasal sketches oleh Meykamal.
Oh, okay, alright. Sorry, I minta maaf sangat tak dapat nak mengikuti all the session hari ni, but I'm sure that everybody benefit from the talk. Ada recording, insyaAllah boleh share dan saya sendiri akan tengok recording tu. Anyway, thank you very much for the event today. Yes, Adi Ashraf. Thank you. Minta maaf sambil-sambil saya tidak bersiap. Okay, so anyway, thank you again. Harap siapa yang join hari ni?
Meykamal.
Okay, Cik Meykamal, terima kasih. Terima kasih Dewan untuk event
Okay, okay.
apa jadi hari ni. Anyway, thank you it's good to have you.
Yep. Thank you for inviting.
Welcome. Hope to see you again. Mungkin maybe we can have a better session next time. Okay, kali ni kepada online. So maybe kita akan ada lagi face to face in studio lah, lebih menarik kot session ni insyaAllah.
Yes, insyaAllah.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum. Terima kasih.
Thank you. Alright.
Terima kasih banyak-banyak kepada Mey. InsyaAllah.
Okay, Cik Embong. InsyaAllah.
Seterusnya. Hopefully saya rasa mungkin vaksin dah ada, kita boleh face to face.
Betul. Dah lama tak kesana Cik Embong.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you Arkitek Embong and Madam Niki untuk kata-kata penutup yang telah diberikan. Okay, sebagai penutup, saya mewakili organisers again nak ucapkan terima kasih sangat-sangat kepada Encik Meykamal for accepting our invitation for today's Bicara FITRA.
Alright.
So, there it goes. We finish our final episode of Bicara FITRA for the updates regarding FITRA. We've overcome the problems that happen in BSc 06 World, Kabus, and another minor issues regarding Worlds in Sensa. Untuk para lecturer yang tak berpeluang untuk akses ke Sensa, pada hari ini kita akan keluarkan a recording of FITRA X Sensa di YouTube channel Cryptex Studio. Kami akan forward link kepada para lecturers kemudian. So, marilah kita memeriahkan Sensa as it is our social virtual platform for FITRA. We'll update the infos about the Archivefest through our official Instagram account, Cryptex Studio. Jangan lupa untuk tunaikan tanggungjawab anda semua sebagai pengundi untuk kita mengetahui siapa pemenang-pemenang untuk competition for FITRA Virtual Architectural Festival. This is because you guys are the 25% voters for the competitions. InsyaAllah by today kita akan mulakan posting kaset diikuti dengan pelindung dan lusa dengan naungan. Not to be missed, do spend some bucks on our merchandise, and all of the infos about the merchandise are also provided in Cryptex Studio Instagram account. Pengakhiran Bicara FITRA pada hari ini menandakan pengakhiran sesi FITRA kita pada minggu mid-semester break ini. Jadi kami dari pihak organizer mohon maaf berjuta-juta ampun atas segala kekurangan sepanjang event ini berlangsung. Terima kasih, and may you survive the aftermath. Thank you.
Alright, thank you everyone. Bye.
Thank you for joining.